Second part of this bill was the bill for higher education. The Republicans said it was a trick to hide it inside the health care bill. No. Had I known what was going on with the health care bill, I wouldn't have hidden anything in there. But that wasn't what it was about. It was about instructions from our budget committee to tell us to save money in the student loan program and to save money in health care. And our committee had both of those programs under its jurisdiction. But what we have done is, after almost 15 years of wasteful subsidies that were identified in the traditional student loan program, where we gave the banks and the lending institutions in this country billions of dollars a year to lend the government's money, to lend your money, and pay them a fee to take the money. Then we paid them a fee when they gave us back the money. We finally said, enough is enough. Over the last couple of years, the big time this year, was we were able to take what was $68 billion, the money that was going to the banks to loan your money. We took that money and we gave it back. And we've recycled that money on behalf of families and behalf of students to make college more affordable, to expand the Pell Grant so that middle-income families and lower-income families will have a grant before they have to borrow the money. But if they borrow the money, those students will know that they will never have to pay more than 10% of their adjusted gross income, so that they can start into the professions where they want to go that may not have the highest entry salary to begin with. And they think, I shouldn't do this because I had to borrow all this money to get through college. They will know that. If they go into the public sector, if they go into the nonprofit sector, if they want to be a prosecutor or a public defender, a public health nurse, a doctor, a fireman, a policeman, you name it, a teacher, all of those. If they stay in that field for 10 years, their loans go away. Private sector, they go away after 20 years. The point is, we now have given people a more affordable path to college or to a career, whatever they choose. For whatever reasons they go back to school, they have a path to do that, and they have a path where they can see that they can start a job, they can start their own life, they can start a family, and these loans won't overwhelm their ability to do that, and they'll have that capability to do so. It's very exciting. It's very, very exciting to make sure that we provide these pathways. We also made a historic investment, first time ever by the federal government, into the community college systems of our country. There's so many people. We know what's going on in our community. We know how tough these economic times are. People are going back to college to get new skills, to get training, to get retraining, whether they're looking for a different job or hold on to the job that they have. The community colleges are becoming the focal point of that effort all across the country, much more so than in the past. So we're providing them the resources so that they can continue to complete that mission, and the families can find the courses that they need, the skills that they need, the instruction that they need, so that they can continue to provide for their families. So that was a very, very exciting thing. You know, President Clinton started the direct lending program. And then President Bush spent 8 years trying to kill it. And we kept trying to keep it going. And then when the financial scandals hit the credit market, and credit was not going to be available, we expanded the direct lending program so that universities would be able to offer loans to students in the middle of this crisis over the last several years. It's worked like a charm. And it's much easier for universities, it's much less confusing for families than in the past, it's much more affordable, and that's what we continue with this effort. And with that, the Pell Grant is going to be able to keep pace with inflation over the next several years, and that's also exciting. So this is a tremendous accomplishment.